Chapter 2. I'd first met young Jacoby when he was maybe 13. Caldwell would bring him into the lines and ask one of us to put the kid through his paces in the gym, get him ready for his army career, whether or not he was on board with the idea. He was a nice enough boy, but I couldn't see him in uniform, and I wasn't sure he could either. Next I heard, Jack had made it through Sandhurst. No idea how. He must have been in his late 20s by now, and from the sound of it, was still in his father's shadow. It was a position he'd occupied most of his young life. He's not had the best time of it since Helmand. Maybe you know. I did. News travelled. 3 weeks into his first tour, the boy had lost half a leg to an IED. He's roped in some of the other walking wounded he met at Selly. I could feel him shuddering down the phone. A right crew. Basket cases, the lot of them. But he seems to want to make a go of it. I just wish he had the sense to let me help him. Caldwell's attitude didn't help, except to remind me of what a twat he could be. In his world, there were only two sorts of men, winners and losers. Seeing as the vast majority of us were somewhere in between, it made him pretty unpopular, but he'd never given a shit about that. So, I need someone sensible in there to make sure the wheels don't come off. You in? Normally, I would have demanded a lot more information. Jack and the team's mobility level, how much training they'd had for the venture, his and their mental condition, who were the guides. But normal was no longer part of my life. I'll think about it. Give me a call tomorrow. I haven't got time. It's yes or no. Now. That was Caldwell all over. No pissing about. No grey, just black or white. I heard myself say yes. 4 minutes later, I got a text saying a ticket to Longyearbyen via Oslo was waiting for me at the check-in counter. Terminal D, Sheremetyevo Airport. 5 minutes after that, another appeared, asking for my account details for the transfer of 5,000 GBP as an advance on 10, and a booking at the Radisson. That had been 36 hours ago. So, how in God's name do you take a vacation in the Arctic? The owl was staring at me in dismay. It's more of an expedition. Walking to the pole. On your lonesome? His eyes rolled. I shook my head. So, how do you get there? You got people who know the way? We just head north, I guess. No shit, Sherlock. He slapped his forehead. How many on the team? I mean, how many of you heading up there? I didn't know how many basket cases Jack was bringing with him, but I didn't feel like summoning the energy to explain. A few. Not sure yet. Jeez. I hear it's over $100,000 apiece, start to finish. You guys own a bank? We have a sponsor. A giant in a faded parka and an equally well-worn Glacier pilot's baseball cap suddenly took up all my new best mate's attention and saved me having to give a more detailed answer. He picked his way down the aisle and jutted his chin at us as he drew level. Sam, it's okay. We'll be down soon. It was more of a growl than a few words of comfort. Hey, Manoli, I'm good. This Brit here is making the journey a pleasure. Get a load of him, will you? The owl jabbed a thumb in my direction. He's only taken a hike to the North Pole. Manoli's mouth was hidden beneath a hedge of black beard, but it didn't take a genius to spot that he didn't share his buddy's interest in strangers or their madcap adventures. He commanded the space around him with the stillness and intensity of a man who was used to getting